Okay, so here's the situation. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Madison. I live in New York City and I work as a web developer during the day, but here on my channel, most of the time I'm featuring knitting content and knitting podcasts and anything yarn or fiber related. Today is going to be a little different. We just moved in, still getting settled. I have this desk that I work from every day for the most part. It's a very nice standing desk. I also have a very ergonomic desk chair that is not the cutest, but it is pretty comfy to sit in for all day long. Right after buying this desk in my old apartment, I kind of just set it up and plopped my monitor and keyboard and work stuff on it and didn't really spend any more time or energy making it any nicer. The idea when I bought it was I wanted a desk big enough that it could double as a kind of like crafting space as well if I ever needed like a table to do that on. And it's like the perfect size for work and then also play, which is knitting. Long story short, today I'm coming at you with a desk makeover video, so let's get into it. So this is the sad state of my desk. This is real. I did not move anything for this. It is what it is. It's just cords that are related to phones and headphones and iPads. I've got my good old water bottle, my keyboard that drives everyone crazy because it's mechanical and really click-clackety, but I really like it. And then I've got this kind of ugly but ergonomic mouse pad and also an ergonomic mouse, which I would highly recommend for anyone who is on their computer for like 40 hours a week. And yeah, so miscellaneous pens and whatnot. So we're gonna fix this. I think we're just gonna fully commit to doing this vlog style. So I've got a few things that I've ordered that I haven't opened yet because I was waiting to just do all of that at once. Those things are, I've got a little monitor stand organizer thing, a desk lamp that was very kindly gifted to me from a company called BenQ that I'm really excited to test out. And then I've got a new desk mat and some other little things. Oh, and a bunch of cable management stuff. So that is also a big priority, is I want to fix all of the cords and cables that are coming out of the desk underneath, because right now it like is just falling down and it's very chaotic. So I'm gonna clean off my desk, open all the things, put it back together, and we'll test it out. ignore this corner. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it after this. I'm really happy with how this is looking. I've got a new little desk mat, my new little monitor stand organizer, a little post-it note holder, and this is cable management stuff is better, but I'm not done with it. I'm just making sure I have all the plugs plugged in first, and then I'm going to organize all the cables. But the last big piece is my new desk lamp. The BenQ team very graciously reached out and offered to send me one of their e-reading lamps, and I'm very excited. They said it's great for crafting, and I don't know if you can tell, but this room we're in, our bedroom, because this is New York City and the space is limited. So in here right now, all I have is the overhead light, which I'm a big lighting person. I do not love overhead lights. I want to have the cozy lamps and the little lights and basically use anything but the overhead light. So I'm very excited to have a desk lamp, so let's get this set up. While we're here, let's just go ahead and weave in the ends to these socks together, because I have been putting it off for weeks now, actually months. These I think I finished in February, and these I finished not too long ago too. Both are DRK everyday socks. So yeah, I'm gonna put on a YouTube video and sit here and weave these ends in. I am so excited to be able to do some crafty things here now and actually have a light that is not just my overhead light. the next day. My desk is feeling amazing. It's all organized, but it really got me in a spring cleaning mood. And today is a Thursday, so I was already planning on doing a lot of organizing and setting up, situating of the apartment this weekend, and now I'm feeling super energized about that just after doing my desk organization. So obviously I'm thinking about my knitting and spring cleaning, and I'm in this big organizing mood. So I thought I would do a quick run through of all of the whips I have going on right now, because it is a lot. I think it's the most whips I've ever had on the needles at one time, and I'm starting to feel a little overwhelmed by it. I feel like I've been saying this a lot the past few months of here's projects that I want to get off the needles, but I'm casting new things on because I get excited about the new things. I don't know. It's a whole never-ending cycle, of course, but so I'm just going to take inventory of what I've got going on and try to focus on a few things for the next month, and then maybe I can clear some of this off. I've got like T-minus 10 minutes before I have to be out the door, so we're gonna do this quick. First one that I've got going on, which is almost done, is this vest in Nutiden. Oh, she looks kind of pretty. She's kind of crazy colorful. I have a project vlog coming out about her soon, so I'm not going to talk anymore about it. But that's almost off the needles, which is great. And then, let's see, this is the next like one that I've been working on the most consistently, which is my big cozy cardi. She's definitely big. So I had wanted to be finished with the body, but I kind of lost steam on it early this month after like really focusing on it for a few weeks. So I kind of need to get back into the mood to work on her. I'm so close to finishing the body. I know it's just like 1 week of that being my like priority project, and I can be done with the body. So soon. So that's number 2. For number 3, I have this poor languishing sweater. This is my kohlrabi pullover that has been neglected quite a bit, I guess. But I love her, and I'm actually done with the color work, and I'm ready to split for the sleeves. I just need to sit down and do that. I've tried her on, and it's gonna be a really comfy, cozy fit. I think knowing that she is a cold weather garment, especially with the weather warming up as much as it has the past couple of weeks, has been kind of deterring me from working on her. But I want to have it ready for next fall and winter. And I don't know if I've said this in other podcasts, but I'm done with the color work, and I just barely had enough of this pink colorway in the Nutiden to get through the yoke. So I think I'm gonna just have the rest of the sweater be in the main color, which is the brown, because I think the pattern calls for like a color work band along the bottom of the body and then some color work on the sleeves. And I think I might just omit that because I'm out of the pink. So this is number 3. The next one, this is number 4. This is very like not a high priority. It's my self-drafted hat that I've talked about some. I have nothing else to say about it. I'll get to it whenever I get to it. I've got notes on the stitch pattern that I want to try out for it, and everything. So it'll just be it'll just happen whenever it happens, is my philosophy on that one. And then let's see, this is that's 4. So number 5 is a pair of socks, which I kind of don't even want to count as a whip because I like to have a pair of socks on the needles at all times, just to have for on the go. I really like knitting socks on the subway when I can. Although I try to take the subway like hardly ever. I love to never leave my neighborhood. But so this, I don't really want to count this because it is small and I would have a pair of socks on the needles no matter what. So, but technically speaking, this is number 5. Yeah. This is a lot of whips. Number 6 is this Attune shawl that I would love to finish someday. It's slowly growing. This just requires so much focus from me because I am so scared of making a mistake in brioche and then not knowing how to fix it and then having a mistake just in the middle of the shawl. So this is definitely like a sit down and focus and really concentrate knit, which I think is why it's kind of been very stop and go so far. I did really want to focus on this for this last month, but then I started knitting on my vest and I got really excited about that, and that was a very like mindless, easy, relaxing knit, so this got pushed to the side once again, but I know she'll get finished someday. So this is whip number 6. Maybe she'll become a priority soon. I don't know. Last one is a whip that I really want to focus on this next month. And I actually took it off needles because I was using needles for something else. But this is my pressed flower shawl. Oh my gosh. Every time I look at it, I love it so much. And what's exciting about this one is that the contrast color is hand spun, that I spun myself on my spinning wheel, which is really, really crazy. Yeah, look at all this that I've got. So this is just so fun. Oh my gosh. I haven't looked at this in a while. I forgot how obsessed I was with how this hand spun came out. And I have like 2 massive skeins. I took rough estimates of yardage, but now I can't remember how much I have, but definitely plenty for this shawl. And yeah, and now I want to knit on this like right now. Okay, I think that's a sign that I need to get this back on some needles and start knitting on it again, because it also feels very springy. The flowers are blooming in New York. We've got the pressed flowers here. I think it'll just be nice. So yeah. Okay, so 7 whips is what I've got going on. And that feels like a lot. And that doesn't even count. I technically have 2 spins going on right now. One I haven't worked on in over a month, like since before my move, which was like a month ago now. And my other spin, which is a big sweater spin, has a ways to go still. So that's been on the back burner as well. I'm like looking at it across the room. It just, it sits out and just begs me to work on her. But I've just been in the knitting mood. I haven't been spinning as much. But I guess last weekend I like sat and did some spinning for like an hour or so on, I think it was like Sunday morning, and that was really nice. That was a very relaxing weekend activity. So maybe it's just on the weekends I do some spinning. Anyway, that's my whip inventory. I'm thinking for this next month or these next couple of weeks, once I finish this vest, which is very, very soon. I'm excited. So once I finish her, I think these next few weeks I really want to just knit on my big cozy cardi and my pressed flowers shawl is what I'm really feeling drawn to. Oh, and I want to cast on a cardigan. I forgot. I wanted to do that. And I have been telling myself that once I finish that vest, I'm allowed to cast on that new cardigan. So I might do that too, because this big cozy cardi I know is going to be like another, I don't know, at least 3-month long knit. So I don't want to put pressure on myself to really focus on that, because it is a lot of knitting and I still have a long ways to go. So I guess I'll sign off with that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a little different than just the knitting content, but I really love organization videos. I know my desk wasn't like a drastic makeover, but hopefully it was interesting enough. And I would love to know how many whips you've got going on right now, if you've done a little spring cleaning, if you've frogged anything, if you're a monogamous knitter and you just got your one project, that's amazing. So yeah, let me know in a comment below. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you'd like to. I'd love that. Like I mentioned, I will be back with some project vlogs that I've been working on, and I think I'm due for a podcast episode soon, so would love for you to stick around and hang out again in the future. I think that's it, so talk to you soon.